はいどうもおはようございます。11ね、昨日の続きやっていきましょう。今回で終わりそうな予感がします。そんなには長くないと思うんだよね。パート3、4ヶ月後、見つかっちゃったよね、前回最後。あれは見つからずにもいけたんだろうか、もしくはああなるべくしてなったんだろうかね。おはよう、おはよう。
Hey, Birdman, wake up. Come with me. We don't got much time. You transfer out tomorrow, right?
とりあえず生きてたね。
Come on.
これ字幕さ、ちょっと見逃したらもう分かんなくなるんだよ。なんて言ったか。
I had a dream last night.
So damn hungry.
I'm hungry.
A prisoner of war, a phrase I'd never have understood back home in Canada. But there I was, 4 months into a stretch, at the pledge of the German army. I was to be transferred out to the country. I'll never forget that last day. They'd taken my notebook, my camera. This was my last chance to get them back.
ノートとカメラ取り上げられた。取り返す最後のチャンスだと。今度字幕読んでたら、今度その今の人はどこ行ったかわからんです。あ、でも鳥は一緒にいるね。こっちの方から声がする。雪が深い。カモーンって言われたけど、どこ、あ、君か。
So, on cleaning duty this morning, I went through all their cupboards. I got your camera, your notebook, and anything else with your name on. I stashed it all together. It's ready to go. Listen, I'm on a break, but they got me cleaning the guard block again. You know what that means? Today's the day, Birdman. Shift starts again soon, and there's only one guard right now. Come on.
聞いてたけど分かんなかった。
Come on, Harry.
Come on.
Come here. Hurry, quick. Okay, Birdman, time to do your thing. Wait until I'm inside. You distract Fritz, and I'll get your stuff. I'll meet you out back. I've already stashed your things. I just need a distraction, like we discussed, right?
気をそらす。気をそらす。監視コント。
Weitergehen. Du hast hier nichts verloren. Kein Zutritt.
怒られちゃった。逃げろ。
Blöde Gefangene. Jemand sollte sie alle erschießen. Alle.
Come on, Harry.
Come on.
Here's your stuff. Go hide it in your bunk before anyone sees.
見られる前に寝床に隠しな。
I had to hide them. A stack of letters, months worth. The guards have been holding all of our mail. Now you'd think, that many letters from Julia, I'd have torn them open. But if I got caught, I'd never get out. I had to hide them. It was torture.
そういえば見間違いじゃなかったらなんだけど、この主人公というかハリーの声がイライジャウッドって書いてたね。ロード・オブ・ザ・リングの主役のね俳優さん、背の低い、どっちから行くの？こっちか。見間違いじゃなかったね、俺が。
I'd also forgotten that Kurt had given me his address, back in Vimy. He lived on a farm, and I was due to be transferred out to the country. It gave me an idea, and I knew just the man who could help. Yes.
字幕が白くて背景も白いから見えませんでした。
Dear Catherine, 4 months of asking and still they do not grant my leave. All that is left is my duty now. I wake some mornings forgetting why I came here in the first place. The only thing that keeps me going, the only light I see are these letters home to you and our darling daughter. The weather here has turned a lot colder. I ride surrounded by snow. Please tell Lucy.
また来ちゃいました。すぐ帰るよ。パパはすぐ家に帰るよ。たくさん働いて機械の修理や装置のメンテナンスをしたよ。担当の男の人は君の具合が優れないのを知っていて、物分かりが良い人ですぐにまたパパを牧場へ返してくれるはずさ。教会は選べなくて、なんで選べないの出てくるんだろうな。我慢してね。いつ家に帰れるかわからない。戦争は残酷で許しがたい。それにドイツは最後の一つでも力が必要なんだ。悲しいけどそこにはパパも入っている。我慢するんだよ。一生懸命頑張るけどまたしばらく家には帰れない。我慢してねにしようかな。これ前も書いたね。ガスマスクは選べなくて、ハリーのことを俺としては選んだことないな。でもまあその間に手紙を送っていたかもしれないから、やめとくか。マックス。猫のことを言うか、そうだな。はい。センド。
So I had Kurt's address and was to be transferred to the country the next day. If anyone knew how to change a movement order, it would be my friend Julia.
移動命令を変えようと。
Change the address on your movement orders. Impossible.
住所を変えるんだ。
You can try, but it's your funeral, Birdman. Follow me.
最新車カメラマンって言われなくなったね。取り使いって言われるようになったな。カメラやっぱ隠してというか持ってないね。
Right in the cabinet at the back. But that's the officer's quarters. You're not getting in there without a damn good distraction.
Soccer. I hadn't played since I was at school. I hated sports. I was never any good at them. But, for my plan, I didn't need to be.
Weitergehen. Du hast hier nichts verloren. Kein Zutritt.
ボールが天井に引っかかった。行けい。
I can't believe it, Harry. Thank you so much.
あんなとこに引っかかるかなとか言わないようにね。
You want to play? Come on.
ジュリアンカモンってよく言うな。
Okay, wait until I'm ready, and then shoot.
おっと、これはドライブシュートね。
One lucky kick was all I needed, and I got it. That ball was my way in.
はい、ボールは友達ということでね。うわー、ドキドキするね。どうしよう。隠れろ。はっはっほっ。
Was soll das? Die liegt überall klar. Ah, schon wieder dieser dämliche Ball.
はい。ほっ。ほっ。
Jeden Tag immer das Gleiche.
ああ。いや。
Verfluchter Krieg.
ほっ。はっ。これか。
I was on the train before I had the chance to finally read Julia's letters. I was so distracted. I didn't even care if I was going to Kurt's farm or not. My heart was pounding.
Dear Harry, thank you for all the wonderful photos you send to me. I received no reply from my last letter. Please write back. My dearest Harry, I will not believe harm has come to you. I cannot bear the thought of a world without you in it. I love you,
あら。
Julia.
And for the first time, those letters carried the scent of her sweet, sweet perfume. I had to get home.
It had been nearly a year since I had seen my home, since I had seen my family. I could not sleep. At home, I dreamt of war. At war, I dreamt of home.
1918年4月終戦まで7ヶ月。たまには来るとか言ってみるか。じゃあ
As long as I was home, I would take care of my family. I had 10 days at home and barely knew where to begin.
あ、帰ってきたの？
I knew only that Lucy needed me. I could not even bring myself to enter my son's room.
あら、いないのに育っちゃった。
Darf ich etwas Brot haben, Papa? Wo ist mein Bruder, Papa? Hast du ihn gefunden?
あれ、帰ってきたんだっけ？
Mama sagt, du erzählst nicht gerne vom Krieg. Warum, Papa? Mama sagt, wir haben nichts zu essen, weil Krieg ist. Warum braucht der Krieg das ganze Essen, Papa? Hat Lotti dir im Krieg geholfen, Papa?
CM みたいにやっぱちゃんと締めないと。
Ist Lotti eine deutsche Katze, Papa? Was hat sie in Frankreich gemacht? Meinst du, ich kann auch mal in den Krieg, Papa? Ich will auch gegen den Feind kämpfen. Wie du.
なんか、なんだ。パン
Ich
か
hab
な？
solchen Hunger, Papa.
パン。
Wenn wir den Krieg gewinnen, gibt es dann wieder Essen? Ich möchte eine große Scheibe, Papa.
ほら、ふかふかのパン
Es
だ
tut mir
よ。
leid, Liebes. Dieses Stück Brot muss lange reichen.
おっ、
Was hältst du von dem Namen Lotti, Papa? Passt er zu ihr? Mama hat gesagt, du hättest im Schlaf geschrien. Ist alles in Ordnung?
さあ、
Warst du immer noch an der Flugmaschine?
焼こうかな。あ、違うのかな。
Papa, können wir Lotti für immer behalten?
これかな。パンを。
Erzählst du mir eine Geschichte?
ほら、お食べ。
Danke, Papa.
敵焼くのかと思っちゃったな。
Du hast mir gefehlt.
Guten Morgen, Kurt. Ich habe Dr. Siegfrieds Stethoskop aus dem Dorf mitgebracht. Für Luzi.
パンを引き出しにしまっちゃうとこだったね。
Luzi, hast du dein Brot gegessen?
今どっから読んでた
Wir
今。
brauchen Feuerholz, Kurt.
あ、いた。いつの間に。
Oh, wir brauchen frisches Wasser aus dem Brunnen, Kurt. Holst du bitte etwas?
はい。
Things were different at home. Weird. We have all changed up here. Maybe it was Lucy's illness. Maybe it was the war.
なんで
But I never mentioned Max, for I could not speak of my failure.
こき使われてるのかな。井戸。どっから井戸に行くの？ ちから行くのかな。あ、こっちですね。グリーングリーン。はい。悪い。水を。これですね。欧米の人は一緒に寝る人が多い。おい、組んできたぞ。
Ah, wir brauchen frisches Wasser aus dem Brunnen, Kurt. Holst du bitte etwas? Wir brauchen Feuerholz, Kurt.
薪がいるわね。さっき一度に言えばいいじゃないか。
I did what I could, but we remained hungry.
To most on the Allied side, Germany was a machine, efficient and relentless. But there were people starving on that train, people that needed help.
Ich habe solchen Hunger.
Hast du diesem Wagen nichts verloren? Raus hier!
怒るのが遅いんじゃないか。
Verschwinde. Geh weg.
I remember a carriage of wounded German soldiers. Some gestured to me for food. I wasn't the hero Julia thought I was. I couldn't help these people. But I could take photos. One day, I thought, when I'm back in Canada, I'll show people what happened.
写真を撮ろう。こっち向きだからかな。あれ、こっち向いちゃうじゃん。俺もうちょっと近づいて。
Was ist los?
And as I took those photos, I wondered, had my plan to get to Kurt's farm even worked?
You know, they let the prisoners walk
The
around.
little girl
As
so
long as we don't
clearly.
cause trouble.
She was alone. She was hungry. I couldn't just leave her. Maybe the adults on board could spare a little food.
Harapekoはきつい。なんか落ちてんじゃないのかな。違う。
Whoever that chocolate belonged to, they'd be happy to feed a starving child. Or that's what I told myself anyway.
チョコレートの
Schokolade? Hey, er hat Schokolade. Schokolade. Bitte, was ist?
ごめんよ。
Du hast hier nichts verloren. Raus hier.
これ。
Oh, danke für die Schokolade.
And for some reason,
Chocolate.
it reminded me of the man whose life I accidentally sent
字幕がおかしい、字幕がおかしい。
the German and his cat.
Hey.
Kätzchen.
ルーシーの望みを見つけ出すだって。
Lotti ist so lustig. Kätzchen.
ルーシーどこ行った？
Lotti, Lotti.
ロティっていう名前つけられた？
Kätzchen.
中か家の上だ。
Kätzchen. Hier, Lotti.
はい。あ、ちょっとパンツの中に。
Lotti, Lotti. Was machst du hier, Lotti?
パンツの中じゃねえや、スカートの中だったな。違う。こっちか。ほい。
Hier, Kätzchen. Lotti. Komm hierher.
I did what I could, but Lucy remained ill.
ほこりがダメだったかな。 あら。
Kurt, komm schnell! Wir brauchen dich!
いや、目の前にいますけど。
I wish I knew how to help my little girl. I came home to see my wife and my daughter, to spend time with my family, and yet none of us spoke. I thought I could come home from the war. I thought I could leave it behind. But I understand now, Catherine, and I'm sorry. I can never leave the war behind. The war follows me wherever I go.
戦争から逃れることはできないって感じだな。まとわりついてきた。おっと、誰か来たよ。ハリーが来たんじゃない？もうチェンジのマークが出てるってことは。
Sure enough, I found myself on Kurt's doorstep. I didn't know how he'd react. It's one thing being friends with the enemy in a tunnel underground, but another being friends out in the open. I needn't have worried, though. Kurt and his family were kind to me. They took me in, gave me a bed to sleep in, cooked me meals. In return, I helped out on the farm and did what I could around the house. A few days later, Kurt took me to a nearby village. There were things his family needed. Lucy, his daughter, was sick, and Germany was struggling to feed itself by that time. Everyone was hungry. So while I looked for food, Kurt looked for medicine for his little girl. Kurt trusted me with one of his ration tickets, but people weren't too friendly.
おっと、じゃあ猫ちゃんで行ってみようかな。
I couldn't believe Kurt still had that cat. She was a funny little creature. You could often see her on the rooftops, chasing birds, I guess.
チェンジか。コレクションは別にいらないんだけどね、俺ね。人殺し。これやんないよ。やらせてくれないのかな。
Eine Essensmarke? Wir haben noch ein Leib. Nur für Sie.
一つ残ってますやってことで。
I finally found a loaf of bread. Food for Kurt's family.
薬を探してんだな。
Hey Kurt, schön dich zu sehen. Heute ist mein letzter Tag. Morgen muss ich zurück. Henriette hat mir von meinem Bruder erzählt.
でも薬あるならもう渡してんだろうからないんだろうね。
Jetzt mache ich mir nur noch Sorgen um meine Familie. Wir schaffen das doch, oder?
Hey.
Warum hat er zu? Er hätte längst öffnen müssen.
Entschuldigung. Mama hat gesagt, kein Essen ohne Marke.
Kein Kämpfen mehr. Keine Waffen. Bitte, lieber Gott.
Hey Kurt, geht's dir gut? Du weißt doch, du kannst hier nicht rein. Die finden das gar nicht komisch, wenn man hier reingeht. Glaub's mir.
Tschitschkau.降りれないのかな。 じゃあ違うのか。てっきり猫でここに行くのかと思った。まずこういう時は目的を。先生は絶対に別に効く薬持っているってことは先生を探す。
Wir nehmen heute keine Patienten auf.
今日は患者を見ない日よって。
Wir nehmen heute keine Patienten auf.
この人じゃないような気がするな。
Kurt, schön dich wiederzusehen. Dieser Krieg. Nicht einfach, ne? Zumindest wurde Jonas anständig begraben. Dank dir, Kurt. Jonas hat uns vielleicht verlassen, aber deine Tochter ist noch bei uns. Diese Pflanze könnte helfen. Koch sie in Wasser, gib Luzi den Sud zu trinken. Entschuldige mich, Kurt. Ich möchte allein sein. Viel Glück, mein Freund.
Now I could take care of Lucy. I could work on my plan for Harry.
墓地で。
It was then Kurt showed me his plan. Seemed like he wanted to build a balloon. At the time, I had no idea why. A real hot air balloon. And he wanted my help.
Come mit, Harry.
Q に必要なのは何？生地。
I sure hoped Kurt knew what he was doing.
生地を探せって。あったよ。あれ？これじゃないの？制服だった。
Hey, Fremder. Was soll das mit dem Vogel?
Da kommst du nicht rein. Da kommst du nicht rein. Und hier gibt's nichts für dich. Was machst du hier? Raus hier!
Spielen, spielen!
Wir nehmen heute keine Patienten auf.
Er kommt nie wieder.
Du hast mir meinen Sohn geraubt, Mörder. Es gibt nichts, was du mir noch antun kannst.
Raus aus meinem Garten.
Hey, was soll das denn werden?
Hä?
Hey, was soll das denn werden?
ってことは
Alles kommt wieder in Ordnung.
Keine Sorge, Kurt. Das schaffe ich schon allein.
Der Change.
Was gefunden?
あんなところに。
The inn opened its doors to the public. I knew Kurt was looking for a barrel. This was good timing. But would they let me in? I was the enemy after all.
ん？クルトが他に欲しがってたのは樽だ。バーで一つ見つかるかな。チェンジしろって書いてあるけど。バーはどこだ？
Ich mache Pause. All das hier aufzuräumen ist harte Arbeit. Die Kopfwunde meines Sohnes. Er sieht so anders aus. Dr. Siegfried hat sein Bestes getan. Aber mein Sohn kann in keinen Spiegel sehen. Vielleicht kann der Doktor Luzi helfen. Hast du ihn gefragt?
Vor dem Krieg konnte ich immer schlafen. Das ist vorbei.
Ich lasse dich nicht gehen, Oscar.
Schön, dich wiederzusehen, Kurt.
Du gehst nie wieder
Ich hoffe, Luzi geht's besser. Wie fühlst du dich? Endlich wieder zu Hause. Es heißt ja, der Krieg hinterlässt unauslöschbare
The innkeeper sure seemed good at talking, and Kurt gave him someone to talk to. The perfect distraction.
Eine echte Tragödie. Das heißt, er hätte
もはやずっと。あら。見つかったのかな今。
Eine echte Tragödie. Das heißt, er hätte Hunderte abgeschossen. Die Tommies haben ihn angeblich mit militärischen Ehren bestattet. Gehört sich auch so. Wie fühlst du dich? Endlich wieder zu Hause. Es heißt ja, der Krieg hinterlässt unauslöschbare Spuren in jedem Mann. Stimmt das? Du siehst etwas müde aus, Kurt. Schläfst du genug?
Ui.
Ruh dich mal aus. Ich habe das von deiner kleinen Luzi gehört, Kurt. Hoffentlich geht's dir bald besser. Der Sohn eines Mannes...
Remember, I had no idea what was going on. What use did Kurt have for a balloon? But whatever I said on the long walk home, Kurt's response was always the same.
気球の乗る部分だ
He
な。
pointed toward the sky.
So that is what happened, Catherine. I took these things from the village. I made a plan to help the man who I believed
ていうか早くルーシーに薬を飲ませろよ。
to repay my debt for the time he saved my life. And for the time he sent Allied intelligence to help me. I wanted to build a balloon for him. I wanted to send him home. To set him free.
Before I met Kurt, I imagined any German would kill me as soon as look at me. And I guess that's because of the stories I was told, you know? To folks back home, he would have been an evil Hun. But he was also a father. He was also a husband. And he was also my friend.
But I was too quick to trust the Canadian. Too quick to call him a friend. I see now how foolish I've been. I see now I was wrong.
But Kurt wanted to build a balloon, and I think he meant to build it for me.
Kurt は全部納屋に移動させるみたいだ。何を企んでるんだろう。できません。これか。僕がやるのかな。初めての共同作業に、2度目の共同作業。
Something.
何かがおかしい。
My daughter didn't normally call out like that. She didn't make a fuss.
薬ちゃんと飲ましたかな。撃った時の写真。
At the time, I thought maybe there'd been an accident and he needed my help. It never occurred to me that I'd done anything wrong. It just never occurred to me.
Eh?
Das ist er.
Eh?
Das ist er. Das ist mein Sohn. Und du hast dieses Bild gemacht. Du warst dort. Ist er tot? Du Mörder.
Nani? 猿。あれが息子さん。
I was as surprised as Kurt. I didn't know who Max was. It's like the picture of his son triggered something in him. Flipped a switch. You could see it in his eyes. Before we knew it, he packed up early, went back to war, and took a bunch of my photos with him.
Germany is interested only in its final push on the Western Front. They believe they can take Paris. I've not come here for Paris. By chance, I've been reunited with Franz. I haven't seen him since Vimy. Franz is built for war. Cold and detached, he sees the Tommy as vermin. I never used to understand him, but I do now. He will be a valuable ally. He has agreed to help me find the man in the picture.
So that was it. Kurt left. Me? I resolved to build that balloon. I didn't know if I could do it without Kurt, but I knew I had to try. It was a long shot, but I didn't want to spend the rest of my life in Germany. And back home, there was Julia. So I'd build that balloon. Truth be told, there was not much else I could do. I was always grateful to Katrine. Even after everything that happened, She let me stay in the house. Maybe she just liked the company. I don't know. I helped in whatever way I could, and the three of us kind of fell into a routine.
へえ。まあ相変わらず言葉は通じてないんだよね。
Ich habe Hunger, Harry. Ist noch Brot da?
あ、でも銃声は聞いたけど、撃ったとこまでは見てないよな、ちゃんと。お腹が空いたって、食事の準備係になってたな。パンセット。包丁。あ、こっちだった。あ、いいのか。
Du bist lustig, Harry. Du bist so albern und du bringst mich zum Lachen. Geh nicht weg, Harry. Bleib doch für immer an Deutsch. Eine große Scheibe, eine große Scheibe. Danke, Harry.
That day, the postman gave me a letter. And for once, it wasn't from Julia. The postmark was from Newport, in Belgium.
Ein Brief für Harry Lambert.
Harry, my boy. It took me forever to track you down. I've thought of you often since Passchendaele. And I'm sorry, Harry. For everything. For dragging you into this war. For leaving you there. I swore to protect you and I failed. An officer is only as good as his men. And you are the finest of men, Harry. If you'll take one final order from your old major, it's this. Go home, Harry. The first chance you get. Go home to your girl. You've got the uniform now. I know it's the only reason you joined. She'll love it.
Wir müssen über die Brücke, bevor sie gesprengt wird, Kurt!
As we move against the Allies, as everyone focuses on the attack, I focus on one thing. I focus on the man. I will find him for you, Katrina. And I will find the truth.
Die Tommys haben Scharfschützen in diesem
Wir
Gebiet.
müssen über die
Geh
Brücke,
lieber nicht
bevor
weiter.
sie zerstört wird! Vielleicht kommt auf der anderen Frequenz noch mehr über die Alliierten.
The Major? Last time I saw him was when the shell hit at Passchendaele. I couldn't believe he survived it. I guess what they said in the trenches was true. The war just couldn't kill him. Work on the balloon was slow. I had no idea what I was doing. I barely even understood Kurt's plans, but he did, wherever he was.
ヶ月後。
Dear Catherine, the offensive of Paris failed. We are forced to retreat to Germany. Yet today, I made progress for the first time. I know his name now.
これなら何か知っているかも。
Du suchst nach den Kanadiern? Da hinten haben wir einen zurückgelassen.
Die Tommys haben Scharfschützen in diesem Gebiet. Geh lieber nicht weiter.
Every Canadian I capture either claims ignorance or simply misunderstands. They all look at me as if I'm some kind of madman. But this one understood, and this one recognized the man in the picture.
スナイパーがいる。やばいやばい。Ow! Wait. Ow.ここが問題だな。ダメ。あら。どこにやられちゃうな。こっからが問題だね。ダメだ。あららららら。変わりないな。わかんねえ。間に合わないんだよな。 だろうな。さっきの衝撃の部分見逃したんじゃない？道。あー、ダメだ。ここからなんだよな、問題は。ダメ。それこっち帰ってみる。ここ大丈夫そうでダメなんだよね。いけそうな感じだったな。ダメかな。ダメ。ダメか。ダメか。いけないな。ここダメなんだよね。
Halt! Das ist gefährlich! Die Tommies sind ganz in der Nähe!
なんでここダメなの？今度写真でもないしな。
Please, don't kill me. I'm no threat to you. Is that Major Barrett? I don't know where he is, I swear.
Barrett. Katrin. His name is Barrett.
I daydreamed a lot back then. If I could finish that balloon, I thought, maybe somehow I could escape. Maybe somehow I could get back to Julia. As the months went by, Katrine kept me updated about Kurt. She'd point to maps to show me where he was, explain as best she could. Kurt sure didn't give up easy.
Kurt, das ist Ihr Übersetzer. Was für ein Glück. Bring ihn zum Reden, Kurt. Der hier versteht jedes Wort.
Was wollen Sie denn von mir? Bitte, ich habe einen Sohn. Ich habe das Foto noch nie gesehen. Das schwöre ich. Moment, das ist doch Major Barrett. Sind Sie hinter dem her?
Er weiß etwas. Man sieht's an seinen Augen.
Oh, das.
Angeblickt ist er durchgedreht. Er würde abgezogen.
Droh ihm, Kurt. Er hat Angst.
Er ist jetzt am Meer stationiert in Newport. Mehr weiß ich nicht.
He is in Newport, Katrin, and I will find him. I will find Barrett. It's only a matter of time.
Katrine showed me the letter. Kurt's search for Barrett had led him to the Belgian coast. He'd found him. Whatever Kurt's plan was, it wasn't going to end well. And Katrine knew it. She begged me to save her husband. I didn't know if I could find Kurt. Hell, didn't know if I wanted to. But I did have the balloon. And one crazy idea.
I suppose they will call me a deserter now. But I never cared for this war anyway. I only ever cared for Max. Our son, my boy.
Katrine gave me a map of Europe and Kurt's old hunting rifle. I don't know which one of us was more surprised that the balloon even floated.
Kikyuga. 完成したのか。あっと抽選記念日の気が来てしまいましたね。来るとか言ってるか。
The world would have his armistice, and I would have my answers. I know you think I've changed. Perhaps you even think I'm mad. But I did what I had to do for our family, Katrin. And I found him. I found Major Barrett.
Oi, what are you doing here, filthy Fritz? Nearly the armistice anyhow. You lost, Fritz. You lost.
Ah, Miller. More wine.
I thought I was here to take photographs, sir.
You are here to get me wine. That's an order.
Yes, sir.
見つけてしまったよ。
How many, I wonder? How many lives lost under Major Barrett's command? They were just boys. Christ. They were just children. I sent better men than me to their deaths. I robbed better men than me of their sons. But it's over now. It's over. No, enough.
You can't see the war from the ground, because on the ground, you are the war. I'll never forget that moment, because in that moment, I truly understood what I'd been a part of. But I was tired, and I needed sleep. I barely knew which way was up anymore. What the hell was I even doing here? Maybe Kurt found Barrett days ago. Hell, maybe Kurt was already dead.
Miller! Wine!
Yes, sir. Coming, sir. Photograph the armistice, he said. You'll be famous, he said. All I'm doing is fetching wine for an alcoholic.
Miller! For the love of all that is holy, where the hell is my wife? He was a good photographer, that Harry. A good lad. I should never have brought him into all this. I hope you made it home to your girl, Harry. To your old life.
Kurt. Did I even want to save a man who didn't trust me?
Und du hast dieses Bild gemacht. Du warst dort.
To him, I wasn't a friend. To him, I was the enemy now. A true friend would have heard me out. A true friend wouldn't have assumed the worst. I always thought if you cared about someone, that was unconditional, right?
The Fritz awakes, I see. I would apologize for knocking you out, Fritz, but, well, I'm just not sorry. But I am curious about these little souvenirs of yours. So many German casualties must be quite painful to look at. That's what you get for starting a war, I suppose. It's over now, Fritz. You lost.
Du hast mir meinen Sohn genommen.
Come on, Fritz. Give
完
me
全に油断してた
something
今。
to work with here. What else have we got here? How did you get this picture? Are you a spy or something?
Es interessiert mich ein Dreck, was du sagst. Genau wie deine Fotos. Einen Dreck. Was hast du mit meinem Sohn gemacht?
I've got myself a feisty one here. What larks? Let's try another. Hang on a second. These look an awful lot like pictures taken by a friend of mine. These are Harry Lambert's photos. What did you do to him? I'm listening, Fritz.
Du kennst ihn. Dessen Namen ich nicht mehr ausspreche. Er widert mich an. Genau wie du. Er hat gesehen, wie sie meinen Sohn gefangen hielten und nichts getan. Nichts!
So, there I was. Right before the armistice. Mid-air, in a homemade balloon. I was free up there. Free to choose. Did I risk my life for a man who hated me? Or live the life I always imagined? Share my photos with the world? Go home.
This is you in this picture. What the hell happened? Did you kill him? Is he dead? Answer me! If I found out you hurt Harry, you will beg me to kill you quickly.
Ich bin nicht hier, über ihn zu sprechen. Er ist mir egal, wie du mir egal bist. Ich bin deinetwegen hier. Ich will dich, Major Barrett.
Oh, he knows my name. Ha ha! This just keeps getting better.
Ja, ich kenne deinen Namen. Und ich kenne diesen Harry. Ich kenne euch. Ist er dein Sklave, dein Lakai? Hilft er dir für Ruhm und Ehre, Unschuldige zu töten? Er ist doch schlimmer als du. Er ist ein Feigling mit einer Kamera, der glaubt, er wäre ein Held.
You are the finest of men, Harry.
I cannot bear the thought of a world without you in it. I love you.
わあ。どっちだ。
Go home, Harry. The first chance you get. Go home to your girl. Last picture, Fritz.
クルトを選んで
So
し
what
まいま
about
し
this
た。
one? Found this one in your inside pocket. What's so special about it, Fritz? Hang on a minute. That's me. Now you've really got my attention. And who's this young fellow I'm threatening?
Finger weg von dem Bild. Finger weg, du Mörder! Erinnerst du dich an ihn, Barrett? Weißt du überhaupt, wie er heißt? Sein Name ist Max Waldner und er ist ein guter Mann. Er hat an diesen Krieg geglaubt und er wollte die Welt verändern.
Er ist mein Sohn. Mein Sohn. Und du hast ihn mir genommen. Wo ist er jetzt? Sag mir, was mit Max geschehen ist. Oder ich schwöre beim Allmächtigen, bei allem, was mir heilig ist.
Oh, Fritz, I have no idea what you're saying.
Noch keine Nachricht von Retold. Ich versuche mir keine Sorgen zu machen. Sie braucht ihren Vater. Sie muss wissen, dass er in Sicherheit ist.
Du, Papa, bleib halt immer freundlich. Das weiß ich.
You should never have come here, Fritz. You see, to me, you're just one last little bit of war left to fight. We're moments away from peace, you and I. Funny in a way. How about a photo? For posterity. You understand? I'll get the camera.
Lose not. That drunkard. I do not remember it clearly, but I escaped and I ran.
Dad! Fritz!
I made up my mind. I had a friend, and he needed my help. I wanted to help Kurt, but for all I knew, he'd kill me. So I let the pigeon go. I wasn't far away now, and the bird had found Kurt before. I hoped she would again. But first, I had to land, and I hadn't thought that far ahead. I survived, and I thought I'd heard gunshots. I had no idea if Kurt was nearby. But if he'd found Barrett, he wouldn't be safe. I had to hurry.
Barrett was determined and relentless. I knew he would not give up until he found me. For a fleeting moment, I almost respected him. Almost.
Come on now, my little freaky friend.
I hadn't heard it for over a year, but I'd recognize that voice anywhere. At first, they were just two figures in the distance. But the closer I got, the clearer it all became.
I think perhaps we got off on the wrong foot.
It was Barrett, all right. And Kurt had found...
Hiding is not one of your strengths, I see. What was your plan? Just out of interest. You come here, you find me. What then? You don't even speak English. What were you planning to do? Well, well, well. Harry? Harry Lambert? What the hell are you doing here, Harry?
Kurt, I can explain everything.
Harry? Was machst du denn hier? Huh?
I came here to save him. I'm so sorry, sir.
Ich will antworten, Barrett. Antworten! Was hast du mit meinem Sohn gemacht? Sprich! Was hast du mit ihm gemacht? Antworte mir! Jesus Christ, Harry! Who the hell are you fighting for?
言葉が通じないからこっちにした方がいいんじゃないかな。
Please, sir, just tell us. Did you kill that prisoner back in Vinny?
I don't know what he wants. He's crazy. Na komm! Bring ihn zum Reden, Harry.
No, he's not crazy. He's a father.
Oh, du erinnerst dich an ihn. Ja, du hast ihm eine Waffe an den Kopf gehalten. Wie ich dir jetzt meine Waffe an den Kopf halte, das war mein Sohn. Come on, Fritz. We've all lost someone we care about. It's war.
Did you kill that prisoner back in Vinny?
I don't remember, Harry. What's the German for probably? Ich muss wissen, was mit meinem Sohn passiert ist. Mit meinem Sohn. Mit Max. Hörst du? Max. Mein Sohn. Look behind you, Fritz. I've got far more guns than you have.
Don't do this. Just get on your knees. I'm sure he'll calm down.
I am your commanding
Please,
officer,
sir.
Lambert. Point that gun somewhere else. Na los! Wenn du schon hier bist, weil du alles bereust, Harry, dann töte ihn. Na komm schon!
Sir, please, just call off the men and tell him what he wants to hear.
Ist Max. Max Waldner. Hörst du? Max Waldner. Er war mein Junge. You think you're special just because you lost a son? The moment he pulls that trigger, your little friend here is dead. Er war mein Junge.
No!
最後あれだな、必ずどっちかは死ぬんだね。
So, that was it. I lost everything. They called me a traitor, a Fritz lover, a yellow.
生きてんのかな?
I still do.
Don't weep for me, Catherine. For I do not deserve your tears. I don't know how long I've left. I suspect only minutes. I go now to meet my maker. Or maybe the devil, if I'm so judged. Barrett is dead. I've done what I set out to do. It's finished. My task is complete. My work is done.
Word spread, even here back home. Taylor won't let me back in the store. Julia won't speak to me.
I did what any father would do. I would make the same choice again. There's little point in pretending otherwise. Please tell Lucy.
We gotta understand. I couldn't shoot him.
どっちも生きてはいるか。
He was my friend.
あら、終わっちゃいましたね。 最後なんかあるかな。一服タイムにしたいと思います。他はほらなんだっけ、ホライゾンと前にやってた横スクロールのやつに似たような感じのやつまだやってないけどね、ダウンロードしたね。まさかあれが息子だったとは。捕虜はそこだけは読めなかったな。 終わっちゃった最後何もなかったというわけでね、じゃあ終了しましょうか。今日はお家に入れるからデドバだけだもんな。他のゲームないもんね、なかなかね。何もなかった。最後何やるかな。じゃあとりあえず横スクロールのやつやってみるから、道よかったら来てね。では終了したいと思います。ありがとうございました。